Hi everybody. Uh, God said He wants to talk about peace today. Um, I was having a conversation, and um, this verse came up, and it's Luke 6:38. It's give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. And when I was thinking about the word give, um, I think this has a lot of different uses. But giving attention to God, when you give Him attention, it will be given to you. And the good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap. Good measure. So be asking Him what a good measure is to give Him attention wise, because he wants to give it back. He wants to give you attention. So he wants, you know how people they walk on grapes. I'm sure they have some automatic processes now, but in the olden days they would step on grapes to smash them so that you could get all the juice out of them and then make wine with it. Um, it's really interesting phrasing because when you give him a raw attention, a lot of the time you're giving him he's wanting to get the essence of he's wanting to get the pure part of you that's not um, he's not just wanting your circumstances, and he wants to remind you when you spend time with him. He wants to remind you the pure essence of your uniqueness, and he presses you down until the true you comes out. And it's like when you spend time with him, it's almost like you're watching yourself get pressed down. And that's what he wants you to experience, because when you get pressed down, and so when he presses you down, it's getting all the material that doesn't need to be there out, by filtering it. So it's this filtering process. When you're spending time with him, you go through these layers of filtering where he filters out the stuff that doesn't matter uh, for you, to be mixed with him, because when it says shaken together, he wants to take the essence of you and shake it together with him. But it doesn't mix well unless you've been pressed down with all that extra stuff out of the process so that it doesn't get in the way. Um, because he wants to be so mingled together. It's not like oil and water. Him mixing with us is not like oil and water. And even when we feel like it, it's because we haven't allowed him to press us down enough to allow the pure essence of who we are to be mixed with him. And once we're shaken together with him, we're running over, where we're more ourselves and we're more like him. And it's this process. He wants this to be an ongoing process. And when he mixes with us, it's not reducing who we are, because we're made in his image. And when you think about the in, he wants us to be reconciled back to himself, not just like a family member coming home. We're one, and so he wants us to mesh with him. So he wants us to come in and get with him and get pressed down so that he can shake himself. He can shake us together with him. And that merging is where that overflowing comes from. And you feel more like yourself and you feel more like him, because you're getting blended together, and there's no you know dross, there's no material that shouldn't be there, because he wants us to be shaken together with him. And in your lap, when you can feel his presence there with you, uh there's this peace that is overwhelming. And also he wants to teach us how to operate in that peace. He wants to teach us how to live in that peace and live with him, constantly shaking us together with him so that we can be constantly running over and overflowing. And with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. So give him give him every part of yourself, especially the parts that you cherish, because he wants to, when you give it to him, he presses it down. He gets rid of all the stuff that's making it lesser than it could be. He's getting to the essence, and then it's going to be measured back to you, but it's going to be pressed down and shaken together with him. So it's going to be more than you ever thought was possible. The things he wants to do with your dreams and your desires, and he wants you to operate in peace with it. He wants you to walk in his peace and to live in his peace and be pressed down daily so that he can shake you together with him. And sometimes he needs to shake us awake to uh, the things that we've held back, or the things that we've held on to. He wants them to he wants you to put them in the trough where that process happens, that secret process. It's a one-on-one process where you get pressed down. He wants, yeah, let yourself be pressed down by him. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. Be blessed.